All right. Another podcast coming to you from this fabulous podcast space that we're so excited to be in.
I know. So excited to be like with you in person again. So yeah, we are stoked.
Okay, so today I'm going to be interviewing Devin about kind of a funny story and kind of it's an origin story about how we arrived at becoming a Roofle seller. We'll explain what Roofle is and how you could benefit from it, but also kind of how we kind of had a change of heart. And
yeah, this is hilarious.
Yeah, this is hilarious. So stay tuned.
Welcome to Trade Secrets, where we demystify digital marketing to help contractors get the most bang for their marketing bucks.
This is for you if you're a contractor looking for actionable marketing insights.
Learn from home services industry experts to elevate your business through simplified marketing strategies.
Let's dive into today's trade secret.
Oh my gosh, this is
story time.
Yeah, story time. Story time, my favorite story.
Let's start and explain what Roofle is first, and then we'll jump in. What do you think? Does it make sense?
Yeah, let's do that. Okay, what is Roofle?
So Roofle is an online roofing calculator. It's been on the market for a few years now. It's become really popular. It's a really trusted brand. When it first came on, buyer behavior was a little bit different. People didn't seem to be embracing these calculators as much. And anyway, now I'm jumping into the story, but it's an online roofing calculator that has been on the market for a while. It's pretty popular.
Okay, satellite based.
Yeah. All right. So let's talk about what your opinion of Roofle was when it first came to market.
Okay, when it first came to market, we had a handful of clients test it out. It was promised to be like, this is the be all end all, like all my leads come from Roofle, put it on my website. So we did. We're like, that sounds fantastic. And what we found was, depending on how old a website was, it slowed it down. And we actually saw some organic positioning decrease. People lost visibility because their site got slower. And the other problem with it back then, this was like 3-4 years ago, was that the people that were using the tool, they were kind of tire kickers and they were bargain shoppers, and they wanted the cheapest price. They didn't necessarily want the most value from the contractor they were choosing to work with. So that happened with this handful of clients, got the same feedback from all of them. Then fast forward to, if you haven't checked it out, Randy Brothers, the Roofing Academy, he had a conference. He does the Success Summit. I can't remember the name of it, but he's got a lot of roofers in a room, some really great names, some trusted names in the industry. There was Dave Carroll from Dope Marketing, Joe Hughes from Contractor Dynamics, and then Tim Brown from Hook Agency. And we were all on a panel, and someone in the audience was like, hey, what do you think about Roofle? Now, Tim knew that I was like, I don't think it's great. I wouldn't let Elite Roofing and Solar put it on their website, and Randy Brothers is one of the owners there, because of the other, the experience and the data set that we had internally. And so someone in the audience is like, real talk, what do you think about Roofle? And I was just going to not say anything and let everybody else speak to it, because, Tim's agency is much larger than ours. And so maybe his data set was bigger. And so, I don't know. I didn't want to speak negatively. And Tim, buddy, he was like, I think I want Devin to answer this question. And so I did. I answered what I just shared here, is that, well, I really, it hasn't been great in my experience for our clients. It's slowed down websites, we lost visibility, and the people filling out the instant roof quote were tire kickers. So these might be some hesitations that you guys have as maybe you're watching this now. And I couldn't have agreed more with you 3-4 years ago.
Exactly. However, now fast forward.
Yeah.
We're staring down the barrel of 2026. We're at our strategic planning session, and now we are all amped on Roofle.
Yes, we are amped on Roofle. So the entire marketplace has changed. User behavior has changed. How we interact with websites, how we interact with AI, large language models, our buying cycle, everything has changed. And because of that, there's these, the early adopters, that was one thing, but now everybody's kind of used to these interactive sites and expecting that instant gratification. And with that, we actually have not just tire kickers filling out these instant roof quotes. And so what we found was Roofle also updated their technology so it doesn't slow down websites. If you have an older site, you might want to check it out, but any dev team can figure out how to make it load last on your website so your site speed isn't impacted. So they've really refined the tool, and buyer behavior has shifted. So it's a different marketplace than it was, 3 or 4 years ago. And then Amanda and her paid media team have figured out some really awesome ways to make the tool work. We have, as Amanda said, so we've become resellers of Roofle, and we have this entire package of how to get the most juice out of Roofle. There's all kinds of like nooks and crannies that we don't think the average user is turning over to really get the most out of it. So
Yeah.
there's the organic side of things, but then there's also like the secret sauce on the paid media side of things. And we've gotten really good conversions. Just this week, we got an email from a client in Los Angeles saying that they got a $27,000 roof from a Roofle roof quote lead. That was this week.
Yeah. So it's been really fun to kind of ride this wave and
Yeah.
see how it changes. And we're excited to be excited about this technology now. And we're excited to help people really take advantage of it because, one of the things that when we kind of started down the reseller path and talking to everybody at Roofle, they were saying that one of the things that a lot of contractors run into is they're like, okay, cool, I've got this great tool, but now what do I do with it? They need you have to market it. You can't just put it on your website and think that all the leads are going to come.
You might get enough to cover the cost of it in a year.
You might.
If you just slap it on there and be like, it's another tool in the shed, whatever. But what we're offering is like actually filling your pipeline.
Exactly. So we have a 3-tiered program that can help you. They can help you kind of get started, one that can really amp it up, and then one that can really roof up. So we're really excited to be able to help roofers or exterior contractors that offer roofing take this to the next level and really start using it as a lead engine and really start offering value to customers like right in talk about a foot in the door.
Oh my gosh. I'm so stoked on this. I'm so excited that we have become one of the few resellers of Roofle with our agency partnership with them. But there are so many little nooks and crannies and hidden things that you can do. Yes, people that come to the site and fill it out, but also as a sales tool. There's things in there that none of our clients who had Roofle in the past like 6 months, we just recently got on this reseller program and kind of unturned and uncovered all these little nooks and crannies of the program. But it's a part of it. It's a sales tool. It's not just the people finding you organically. It's how your team can use it. And we've got all kinds of creative ways that are helping with these conversions, helping your sales team and really filling those pipelines in kind of a questionable economy. It's like it's the best thing. People know what the price is. They're not surprised anymore. The pricing is really accurate. All of the OC products on there, like out of the box, it comes pretty close to, from everyone we've talked to, our data set, like it's pretty close to where it needs to be. So the kind of that barrier to entry there, well, I guess it's not really a barrier to entry, but that startup, that like, oh God, is this going to be really hard?
Yeah.
Roofle has made that easy, but we've made it even easier. And you really, like Amanda said, we have like a good, better, best kind of pricing for it where you can like really juice the heck out of it. How quickly do you want it to work? Or do you just want, you want to just ride the organic way with it?
Yeah, exactly. And we've, in talking to some of our clients, one of the other things I love and on the sales tool topic, one of our clients in a really competitive market was telling us how much her sales guys are loving it because they can provide these really detailed, really awesome quotes live sitting in the person's living room. It's speeding up their sales process so much when they're able to deliver so much value right there that the sales guys are stoked about it. So if you can get your sales force out there in the field excited about selling your product and closing at a higher close rate, the tool, that alone is worth the price of the tool. And then on top of it, when you can get, attract new potential customers through the website with it, it's just like, it's a 1-2 punch.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So we're a big fan, and that is something to think about when you're trying to fill your pipeline, especially during those slower months, trying to build your like referral partner business, maybe through real estate agents who need a quick quote. They're so grateful to use the tool. And then, if they need a roof and a flash, I've seen that all over the place. So, you're their go-to person, and it's not wasting your guys' time to go out there and get on a roof for them. So
yeah. And when someone calls in is like, I don't want you to come to my house. Just tell me what a roof costs. Used to, you would have just told those guys to go kick rocks. And now you can say, actually, head over to our website.
Or you do it for them.
There you go.
Yeah. Get their contact info, get them on a little drip campaign.
Yeah.
SMS campaign, text message. There's all kinds of ways. So yeah, that's a great way for the roofers watching this to, well, that's this one. We have been on a podcast recording or binging. Yeah, Blitz. So we just did one on 3 ways to generate more leads. And That one was not roofer specific like this one. So there you have it, because we are the home services contractor marketing experts. So we talk about all these things and have I get my wires crossed on podcasts when we do 10 of them back to back. So anyways, so yeah, that's
covered it.
so check out Roofle Up by Elevation Marketing, and we'll help you juice up your Roofle.
Thanks for tuning in, and let us know if you have any thoughts on Roofle. What have your experiences been?
Yeah.
Have you tested out any other AI tools or pricing tools? And
Visualizers.
yeah, let us know how it's worked for you in the wild. That was today's trade secret. Thanks for listening.
Did you find this helpful? We're just getting started.
Subscribe and don't miss our next reveal.
Until next time.